It's a very peculiar thing you will observe, that these planets Mars, Ketu, Saturn, Rahu and the lord of this sign Venus are the ones who will cause transformations or amendments in this constitutional law or the American Constitution. Which are the planets which are causing growth of the land area? The planet in this house, Moon, the lord of this house, Saturn, planets aspecting this house, Mercury and Venus. Some little bit of Rashi Drishti is coming from Mars, maybe some aggression, and then you take over the land. Maybe Rahu and Ketu, which are having Rashi Drishti on this, transformation in this thing and simultaneous increase of land. That means that it is possible that an amendment is made in the Constitution to cover a larger area. Are you able to understand the two main houses, the 4th house and the 8th house? Okay? And the extent to which the law will prevail, Lagna Lord in the 10th house of success. It's a very strong yoga. Dispositor Moon again in a Kendra quadrant, very strong. Yoga between the Lagna Lord and the 9th Lord, powerful yoga this is. In the 10th house of leaders, what kind of leaders? 10th is the house of leaders. What kind of leaders are there? Superb leaders. So I can say that from 1788 for a period of 144 years, please keep this figure carefully in your mind, 144 years, that is the maximum ambit of a chart. It is the full period of an Narayana Dasha. Okay? That this chart is going to give excellent leaders. When you look up, when you think about the founding fathers of the United States, you will feel very proud. You feel very proud of people like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. Such great people you had, who had such great philosophies. In fact, that is the great thing about America, is the founding fathers. Okay, now we shall try to time some of these constitutional amendments. Okay, I'll try to put it in another mode so that I can read it. Do you have the chart with you in the handout?
Does everybody have a handout?
The first 10 amendments of the first 10, imagine 10 amendments were ratified on one day. Ever heard of such things? I mean, to get one amendment through, you got to break your head. At one shot, they had 10 amendments ratified. See how flexible they are. They are open to debate, they are open to discussions, and they are bringing about changes which is acceptable. That's a good sign, that's a very healthy sign. So the first 10 amendments happened on 15th of December 1971 and formed the Bill of Rights. Okay. The event happened in Moon Dasha, Ketu Antardasha. Look at the planet involved, Ketu. Now go look at your charts. Do these planets, Moon and Ketu, have anything to do with the 8th house? Moon is in the 4th house and has Rashi Drishti or the sign sight on the 8th house. Are you aware of Rashi Drishti, all of you? Yes. So we go ahead. Ketu is in the 8th house. So in Moon, Ketu, they had to be ratified. Why were they ratified? What does Moon tell us being in the 4th house? What is Moon as a planet? The people, the public, right? Sarvamana, it is the minds of all the people. It represents all the people, the opinions of all the people. That is why Bill of Fundamental Rights, Bill of Rights. This first amendment is the most important amendment of the American Constitution and has formed the backbone of all the democracies in the future. It is such an important rights bill. Almost every decent democracy has a Bill of Rights, which the Constitution will guarantee to its people. It's so important. Now, see the period. It happened in Moon Dasha, Ketu Antardasha, Moon Pratyantar Dasha. And Moon indicates in the 4th house the states. That means many of the states like New York pressurized for this amendment. New York signed on the condition that this amendment must come through. New York was a very important state. I mean, if you see the history of this Bill of Rights, you will actually see that New York played a very crucial role in having this. Okay. Here is the argument. Now, the 11th Amendment was ratified on 7th of February 1795 in Mars Dasha, Rahu Antardasha. Again, look at the planets involved. Mars is in the 11th house, having Argala on the 8th house, but it is the Rahu Antardasha which was important. Always the nodal axis is on the 8th house. So, whenever the nodes will come, major amendments have to occur. That's an important learning. See, Moon Dasha, Ketu Antardasha it happened, Mars Dasha, Rahu Antardasha it is happening again. Then the next major one, 12th Amendment, 27 July 1804, Rahu Dasha, Jupiter Antardasha. Now, why did Jupiter Antardasha come into the picture? What role does Jupiter have with amendments? Pardon?
Do you know what the amendment was?
What?
Does it have to do with what the amendment was? I
It does.
don't have my
Election of the president and vice president. I have given very nice, I have done a lot of homework for this paper.